It's Jim Gordon here with SmallCapPower at the VRIC convention here in Vancouver. I'm joined by a gentleman I've talked to a number of times over the years. Is Brent Cook, who is an editor and geologist and the man behind explorationinsightsplural.com, and has a very cool catchphrase, turning rocks into money. I like that phrase. Brent joins me now. Brent, for people that may not know of your site, can you talk a little bit about it?
Well, we write a Looot Newsletter, myself and Joe Mazumdar, who's another economic geologist. The letter's about what we're actually doing with our money in the junior mining sector. So what we're buying, why we're buying it, what we're selling, everything's kept on, up above board. We take no money from anybody except our subscribers and what we make or lose on our investments. So that's sort of the philosophy behind it, and it seems to work pretty well.
One of the things you said right now that you mentioned last year, which I remembered, which I commend, is that you take no money from anybody other than your subscribers. That must really allow your viewers to have confidence that you can remain objective in that kind of angle.
I think so. I mean, certainly we're investing our money alongside them and vice versa.
Sure.
And that's really the ultimate test of how positive you are on a project or something. And then, Joe and I travel the world looking at these projects as well. Last year we visited 33 projects all around the world. And mostly the early stage, discovery stage. And that's what we like, and that's what we do.
So, and again, going back to your subscribers, I guess another one of the things they very much enjoy about your work is that you actually go and check these things out on the front line. You're not looking at it from behind a desk. Can you talk a bit about some of the things you've seen? And I know we're early in 2019, but just before we went on, I know somebody went by and said, "Hey, Brent, what do you think of this?" I'm sure you get that quite a lot, but what are your thoughts as we move into this new year?
I'm actually I'm positive on the gold price.
Okay.
For a lot of reasons we don't go into, but I'm positive on the gold price. I'm real positive on discovery. I think with the mega merges going on and such, what that's telling us is there's not enough new deposits, quality deposits, to fill their coffers.
Okay.
So anyone that can come up with a legitimate discovery, early stage, is going to do really well, and that's where I think it's best to focus right now, is on competent people with quality projects that know what they're doing and may lead to discovery of an economic deposit.
And does the investor, the subscriber to what you do, is there a preference or is there a hesitation depending on where a new discovery might be in the world?
Certainly jurisdiction is a big deal. I mean, I was in Colombia last month. I'm off to Guatemala tomorrow. Joe was in Finland last year. We're all over the place looking at things. Australia. Colombia's difficult. Dangerous in a lot of respects. Mexico depends on where you're at. And so you've got to take into consideration, if you make a discovery, who is going to buy it? Who is comfortable working in that country? So you don't want to go to a country that no major mining company would go to and make a discovery, because you got no one to sell it to.
Sure.
So you always look at who's the likely buyer of something if you find it. And that's sort of what drives our interest.
Well, I wish you safe travels to Guatemala. I was there a couple of years ago. A beautiful country.
It'll be a nice trip.
Yeah, it's not easy getting there, but I wish you the best on that one. Brent Cook is an editor and geologist. He is the man behind, I should say one of two people behind, explorationinsightsplural.com, turning rocks into money. Great phrase, possibly the best phrase I'm going to hear all day. So, Brent, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Jim.
Always. See you soon.